So I wanted to do a quick review of all these different things and how they play out to the overall grade in a class, in particularly on the school that I teach right now, which is D6 Online Academy. So uh, about 30% of your grade comes from the work you do in assignments. Now that includes the game points, right, which are not actually weighted in the grade book because they're just there to log the work that you have done. But as you earn 100 points, every 100 points that you earn, that translates to a game level. Now you can learn those points in a variety of different ways with the assignments that I assign, which is the easiest way to earn them, or with additional or alternative assignments instead, which can sometimes be more challenging or worth less for the same amount of effort because I'm trying to make you do the options that I have actually assigned during class. Now, the game levels, the more of them you have, the less your grade depends on assessments. You will be required a certain number of game levels such that 30% of your grade comes from that. But if you do extra levels, you can dilute the value of the assessments instead and create for yourself a curve on your assessments. Think of it that way. Then you have villains, which are quizzes, and they're usually worth up to between half and three levels, depending on how difficult that is. They could also be short writing assignments, challenges, different things like that. So I wrote just quizzes here, but I probably should add things like challenges and writing pieces as well. Will fit into that. Then you have quests, which are projects, and they're usually about between half up to a full value of the boss, and sometimes they can even be worth more uh, as the boss. Um, Depending on how involved they are. And these are demonstrations of learning, real life applications, culmination projects at the end of a unit. And I usually give you class time to work on them when I assign them. And then you have the bosses, which are tests, and are usually worth 70% of the total amount of points which are in a unit when you look at the game levels and villains combined, not including quests. So this is worth the biggest chunk of your grade together with the quests. All of these things get graded together on the assessments category, which comes out to about 60% of your overall grade. Sometimes you can also choose to do side quests, which are bonus assignments designed to either replace or improve or even low boost your grade by averaging together with existing assessments so that they help your grade. Now, ask your teacher how the quest is going to be a side quest is going to be graded before you decide to do so. Finally, there's the final. Then the final is supposed to be about 10% of your overall grade, and I think of them as the final boss. Now, all of these things aren't actually in weighted categories. They are actually the categories are just used to label the kind of assignment they are. Instead, the assignments vary by points or weight, such that by the end of a unit or semester, the total value kind of works itself out to about 30% of your grade coming from assignments and 60% coming from assessments and 10% coming from the final.